welcome to the Tin Tin Arena. I already performed for her class today, so my expectations are very high. Check, check, the mic went out. Off to a good start. Hold on. Technical difficulties. 1 second. Check, check. Let me start it off and on. There we go, sorry. It's the opening act. Try it now. Check. Nope.
This isn't fun anymore. Geert! Vegeman.
Komt u zacht,
Geert Vegeman. Is u niet? De regeert net eens al.
There we go. It might jiggle in and out a little bit, but we can all trust me, correct? That I'm singing. So yes, I already performed for her class, so my expectations are very high through the roof. And I love Belgium so far. I love your chocolate, I love your beer, and I love the people. Thank you so much for hosting me and the rest of us in your home tonight. We will destroy it by the end of the night. So this is one called The Ballad of Olaf Johnson. It tells the story of my great-great-great-grandfather. He came from Sweden to America around 1900, and he was traveling by covered wagon with his wife Olivia, and they were on the hunt for some farmland. And they did not have the Google Maps, the Google Web at that point, and they didn't know that there was a terrible winter storm coming. So what happened, they encountered a blizzard, and they literally had to dig a hole into the South Dakota earth, flip their wagon over that hole in the earth, and live out the whole winter there with no Netflix or Amazon Prime or nice chocolate. So here it is, the story of Olaf Johnson. At the turn of last century, in the heart of Harding County, a Swedish immigrant by way of Chicago had to go, had to go, had to go. He came late in the fall with all this wagon could haul. Did we lose the mic again?
Yes. We don't need it.
Keep on singing it. It's alright.
Check, check. Let me figure it out. Try again. Sorry. Trying one thing. Check, check. Is it back?
No.
Check, check. I think we might go without the microphone. Check, check.
A little microphone.
Check, check. No mics. I think after all of this, we just go unplugged. Okay. So I just perform with the people then. Okay. So where was I? He couldn't feel with his fingertips. He couldn't lick his dried out lips. He dreamt about gardens, glasses of beer. Yeah, he'd wake up screaming, but no one could hear. The wind went ooh all night, and he'd cry ooh in fright. No candle flame could keep him warm, but he had shelter from the storm. And after 7 long days, yeah, he thought about leaving, but he might as well He couldn't feel with his fingertips. He couldn't lick his dried out lips. He dreamt about gardens, glasses of beer. He'd wake up screaming, but no one could hear. The wind went ooh all night, and he'd cry ooh in fright. He spent 2 months hunkered down, like some fox had been chased by a hound. He came up and didn't make a sound, and he ran, he never was found. The wind went all night, and he cried all night. He cried in fright. Bad luck of Americans. We didn't get the right president, we didn't get the right microphones. So I was traveling out west a few years ago, where Olaf Johnson is from, and I encountered a terrible blizzard myself. And the semi-truck in front of me jackknifed off the road, so we took the first exit we could. This little town in Nebraska called Ogallala. And there's not much to do in Ogallala, and all the liquor stores were closed for the night, so I did the best I could. I made myself a cold medicine on the rocks. I was feeling under the weather, and I turned on the TV, and there it was, a new Martin Freeman movie, An Unexpected Journey, the Hobbit movie. And I had the craziest dreams, and when I woke up, this song was just sitting there in my head. Of course, called Ogallala. In the headlights, a semi jackknifed. I felt alright. When they shut down I-80, pulled over to the shoulder, took a winterlude. In a snowed-in mood, I saw a movie, An Unexpected Journey. I felt like Martin Freeman when he was first leaving. I'm waiting for the road to thaw, waiting for the road to thaw in a town called Ogallala, 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 la 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 la, Ogallala, Ogallala, oh oh. Benny got the best rate at that Super 8, and I dreamt I'd skate with sugar on the black ice. It felt like yesterday. Oh wait, I was under the LA sun. Wish I got to Omaha, wish I got to Omaha. Nah, Ogallala, 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 la 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 la, Ogallala, Ogallala, oh oh. Well, I watched the news at night, saw a car that could have been mine. It was crushed like said the weatherman. I'm waiting for the road to dawn. Wish I got to Omaha. Not Ogallala, 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 la 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 la, Ogallala, Ogallala, oh. I'm waiting for the road to thaw. Wish I got to Omaha. All right, can everybody hear now? We've got the sound system done. We are over it for the night. I'm going to stay out west musically here. We've learned the tale of Olaf Johnson. Now it's time for Jim Johnson, my grandfather, who's a farmer in South Dakota. And I was out on his farm one Christmas Eve when I walked into his old tool shed filled with rusted farm equipment, and there it was, an old Mercedes-Benz, 1964, and I said, "Grandpa, whose car is that?" And he said, "I guess it's yours. Merry Christmas." Wow. I didn't even have my license at the time. I didn't know what to do with it. We went into the nearest town, and we got some new tires for it, and I also couldn't drive the crazy stick shift like you all can do. I don't know how that's done. But I figured it out. We got it back home to Wisconsin, and it ended up being the last gift I received from my grandfather. So I wrote this song in his honor. It's called Run Engine Run. Mercedes-Benz, a ruby red from 64. We'd wipe that hood clean and push the pedal to the floor. Last night we went out driving to see the fields my grandpa sweat. Those South Dakota summers just get harder to forget. Run, engine run, keep turning till the day is done. Run, engine run, for the man who asked for none. Just a couple months before, it seemed he gave away everything he saved up to afford. He wore a cowboy hat, pearl snap shirt, got up real early for his daily work. He was tied to a tradition from a long, long time ago. Run, engine run, keep turning till the day is done. Run, engine run, for the man who asked for none. I was 16, riding shotgun. It was he, my brother, and I along Black Hills Gold, the prairie cold. He looked up to the sky. We took the four wheels for a test ride to the Prairie House restaurant. He called the waitress over and joked, surprise me with whatever you'd want, and run. And John, run. Keep turning till the day is done. And run for the man who asked for none, who asked for none, who asked for none. Did anyone get anything nice for Christmas? That nice is the best gift I've ever received. I have a very hard time driving the thing now. It is quite a nightmare, really. So my first day driving in the UK, back with the steak ship on the wrong side of the road, I hit a garbage bin. That was day one of this tour. It has gotten much better from here. But yes, I'm a long way from Wisconsin and have just put out a new album, which I brought with me a couple copies tonight, called Primetime Illusion. And yes, exactly. My motto, Brit.
This is supposed to be a pretty good show.
Yes. Long way from Wisconsin. I don't think anyone here has ever been to Wisconsin. Is that correct?
I've been there.
You have been there. Where?
Madison and Milwaukee.
Okay. I'm going to sing about
And
these places.
there's a village called Belgium.
Okay.
I've been there.
So something very crazy happened. He might have told you this, but when Bob Dylan was 20 years old, he wrote a song about Wisconsin, where I'm from. And last year, the lyrics went up for auction on the internet. $30,000. And I thought, I do not have that kind of money. But I thought I could finish the song for Bob Dylan because he's very busy these days. He won't even show up for his own Nobel Prize. So I finished the song for Bob. And yeah, I finished it for him, and Billboard.com took notice, Rolling Stone took notice, and then of course Bob Dylan's lawyer took notice. But he said, no, it's very good. Bob Dylan heard the song, he likes it. How would you feel about publishing the song with Bob Dylan for the very first time? I thought, well, that would be great. I'm totally into that, yes. My hero and a song about my home state of Wisconsin. So I published this song with Bob Dylan, and here we go. Wisconsin is a dairy state, guess you all know it well. I was in Wauwatosa, the truth I will tell. It's a milk and cheese and cream, yes, I've known it all my days, and I'm going to my hometown. I'm leaving right away. I'm headed to Wisconsin, 2,000 miles to go. Madison, Milwaukee, sets my heart aglow. I'm headed to that state, and my heart's beating fast. And I'll jerk my banjo gently, twiddle my mustache on Wisconsin, on Wisconsin. Wisconsin, it's calling me that way. On Wisconsin, on Wisconsin, I think I'm going to stay. Yes, there's thoughts I left there long ago. Ones are coming out, it seems. I'll tune my banjo in the hills, feast on milk and cream, and I'll stamp my foot through the grass, and I'll never know or care. Yes, my home's in Wisconsin, and I'm going there. On Wisconsin, on Wisconsin, it's calling me that way. On Wisconsin, on Wisconsin, I think I'm going to stay. Yes, you people with your city ways are driving me insane to drink. Yes, my home's in Wisconsin, it's a better place, I think. I have been to California and I've been all around, but my home's in Milwaukee, and I'm gonna own this town. On Wisconsin, on Wisconsin, it's calling me that way. On Wisconsin, on Wisconsin, I think I'm going to stay. Yes, I might as well stay. Yeah. Yes, I'm from Wisconsin. I'm from America, but I hate America right now. I'm ashamed to call myself an American, of course, because of our president. Yes. So this is one I wrote inspired by men like our president that have treated women very poorly throughout their lives. It's called What You Do to Her.
Among other things.
Among other things, men have screwed up for the rest of the world. Can you guys please take over from here on out, women? We've had our shot. What you do to her, we all see. What you do to her, you should never be free. You said she had it coming, had that look in her eye. By the way she dressed, you could put your hand up her thigh. You did it once, twice, and three. You do it to her, you do it to everybody. What you do to her, we all see. What you do to her, you should never be free. Said she was asking for it, gave you the go-ahead. It's your word against hers, but we've heard what you said. You said it once, twice, and three. You tell it to her and everybody. What you do to her, we all see. What you do to her, you should never be afraid. Never! I see you in the street. I wish you nothing but a terrible defeat. But the jury has spoken and they believe your lie. You're just an innocent man in a drunken disguise. of the crazy things about being an American right now too is the heightened military presence all over America. We have planes flying above that have never flown above, that kind of a thing. I was up along the Canadian-Minnesota border, right at the end of America. And they have a wilderness area up there where it's one of actually the darkest places in the entire world because they've not allowed cell phone towers or skyscrapers, anything like that. And I was out in a canoe late one night, around 1 or 2 in the morning, and they're what we call the Northern Lights. Have some of you seen Northern Lights before? I saw these Northern Lights, and through these Northern Lights, I saw all of these military fighter pilots. And my friend who lives up there says, ever since Trump got elected, we've been seeing this. They just zoom back and forth. They fly to the end of America, and then they turn around. And my buddy has it down on his stopwatch. He says 12 minutes. And they fly down, and then they come back. And we see them just flying all night. And I couldn't believe it. And I just thought about what it would be like to be a young kid in one of those fighter jets, not really knowing what you're fighting for, who you're fighting for. And so I wrote this song called Shakedown about what it would be like to be one of these kids. I've seen the northern lights, the prettiest sights high in the atmosphere. And I've earned my stripes, learned how to fight. Now I've got nothing to fear. In the sun spitting rocks, I'm flying a night hawk, faster than the speed of sound. Way down below, everything seems slow, and I never wanna touch down. Shake down, we're going steady. Shake down, people get ready. Shake down, we're going steady now. Yes, I learned how to walk, then I learned how to talk, then I looked up to the sky. No more trial runs, rehearsals are done. It is time to fly. Shake down, we're going steady. Shake down, people get ready. Shake down, we're going steady now. Ba-ba-ba, 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 yes, I'll know where I'm at, won't be lost in combat. I'll be coming home when I touch down and the wheels hit the ground and the engine starts to go. Shake down, we're going steady. Shake down, people get ready. Shake down, we're going steady now. Ba-ba-ba, 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 ba-ba-ba. So yes, I wrote that song up north, and some of the other songs off my album. About 2 or 3 of the songs I wrote the morning after Tom Petty died. He was like a mythological figure to me. Seeing him was as close to a religious experience as it comes. But yeah, I got to see him a couple months before he died in Milwaukee, and it was what I would imagine it would be like for a British girl seeing the Beatles in the 1960s. I went screaming to the front of the stage. But yeah, he was just massive figure to me and my life. And the morning after he died, I sat there very hungover after having Jamesons with my friends on the porch until 3 a.m. And I wrote and I wrote and I wrote. And that's part of why I wrote this album, actually. So I'm going to do a song of his that I love very much, that I listened to that day while watching the waves on Lake Michigan come and go. It's about the duality of life, the highs, the lows, the intoxication, the hangover. It's called Walls. Some days are diamonds, some days are rocks, some doors are open, some roads are blocked, sundowns are golden, then fade away. And if I never do nothing, I'll get you back someday. 'Cause you've got a heart so big that it could crush this town. And I can't hold out forever, even walls fall down. All around your island, there's a barricade, keeps out the danger, holds in the pain. Sometimes you're happy, sometimes you cry. Half of me is ocean, and half of me is sky. 'Cause you've got a heart so big that it could crush this town. And I can't hold out forever, even walls fall down. Some things are over, some things go on. Part of me you carry, and part of me is gone. 'Cause you've got a heart so big that it could crush this town. And I can't hold out forever, even walls fall down. Even walls fall down. I was in Berlin and I saw the Berlin Wall for the very first time. And I thought about all these things that divide us, all these things that separate the two sides, whatever those two sides are. I'll never know. But speaking of craziness, I don't know if Chris told you about the last time I was in Belgium, or 2 times ago. I had crossed the North Sea, and the tour bus I was staying in had parked for the evening in Leffing, correct?
Laughing, yeah.
Yes, and we were playing a concert venue the next day, and so I started taking a walk around town, and I walked into a grocery store, and I said, I don't have the right money. I was very sleepy, so I said, I'll come back later. And the woman said, I don't speak English. I said, oh, I'm sorry. And the butcher came from the back with his knife, and he crossed his arms, just like this. I said, now is my exit. Now is my time to go. So I took off, and I began just walking around town and enjoying the picturesque city. The houses all look like art projects, I thought. I get back to the tour bus, and the tour bus driver says, the cops just raided the bus, looking for the boy in the red hat. I was wearing a red hat that day, so it narrowed it down precisely. I don't know what they thought I was going to do, but the cops decided that I was the target that day, and they began chasing me around the town. So the rest of the tour I was known as the boy in the red handed, or the bandit. So made me think of that being in Belgium. But I'm gonna do this one called Settle In or Sleeping Around. It's about where I come from in Milwaukee. It's a college neighborhood, university, where the kids cannot seem to figure it out. I carved my initials at the end of this street into a slab of wet concrete. I've been on this block 4 years now. All my friends keep asking me how. And may the fathers come with their trucks and trailers to take their daughters who just say, see you later. The guys away on their front porches, busting at the seams with flaming torches, settling or sleeping around. Nobody seems to be making ground, staying in or skipping town. Is it free love or just sleeping around? But they'll all be back, for nobody seems to be making ground, staying in or skipping town. Is it free love or just sleeping around? Sleeping around. Well, if these walls could talk, they'd say a lot, but I'd rather run than take a walk. Bust from these burnouts in breweries, far from those who will forever be sitting or sleeping around. Nobody seems to be making ground, staying in or skipping town. Is it free love or just sleeping? Spend the summer sleeping around. Sleeping around. Sleeping around. Sleeping around, yes, we do our best, but sometimes we come up short. I'm so thankful again for Matilda, is that how we say it?
That's the name of our queen.
I'm so thankful for fill in the blank. And I'll do a song in her honor. It's one of my favorite old country music songs by Merle Haggard. First thing I remember knowing was a lonesome whistle blowing and a youngin's dream of growing up to ride on a freight train leaving town, not knowing where I'm bound. No one could change my mind, but Mama tried. Dear old Daddy, rest his soul, let Ma a heavy load. She tried so very hard to fill his shoes. Working hours without rest, she wanted me to have the best. She tried to raise me right, but I refused. Well, I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could change my mind, but Mama tried. Mama tried, Mama tried to raise me better. But a pleading night, that leaves only me to blame, 'cause Mama tried. One and only rebel child from a family meek and mild, one seemed no one lay in store. Working hours without rest, she wanted me to have the best. She tried to raise me right, but I refused. Well, I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could change my mind. Mama tried, Mama tried, Mama tried to raise me better. Clean night and night, that leaves only me to blame, 'cause Mama tried. Well, I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could change my mind, but Mama tried, Mama tried, Mama tried to raise me better. But her pleading night and night, that leaves only me to blame, 'cause Mama tried. That leaves only me to blame, 'cause Matilda tried. Yes, yes, Matilda tried. So hard. What happened to you boys? So yes, I went to the Dutch Disneyland yesterday. I don't know what it's called, but I was there.
Efteling.
Efteling, yes. I know where Disney got all of their tales from. They just walked through those woods and said, Sleeping Beauty, let's make money off it. What were the other ones? So many. But they wanted to take me to an amusement park because I am an amusement park aficionado. Back home, we have this park called the Bay Beach Amusement Park. And it's Elvis Presley's favorite ride. And is there at this park. And 8 days before Elvis Presley died, he rode this ride called the Zippin' Pippin from 1 in the morning until 6 in the morning without stopping. And the legend has it that he was gunked up on God knows what pharmaceuticals, and he was eating the peanut butter and banana sandwiches that he loved so much. I'm not kidding, your face is just very evident of your feelings. Yes, so I grew up going to this amusement park and loving it. And when Donald Trump took office, I took it upon myself to escape everything and start going to the amusement park around the clock, to forget about it. And I was riding the bumper cars, and I began thinking about Trump, I began thinking about Brexit, I began thinking about all of the great rivalries that have happened in our culture, in our world. So I'm going to sing this one for you. It's very ridiculous, called Bumper Cars. cars. It don't matter who you are, choose any car. Red, white or blue, and you can choose who to hit, not who hits you. David and Goliath, the pimp and the priest, Hector and Achilles, Beauty and the Beast, Ollie and Frazier, Hamilton Burr, the cat and the mouse, Batman, Joker, Jobs and Gates, Joan of Arc and the Brits. Down here everybody's gonna get rich. Ba 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 bumper cars. It don't matter who you are, choose any car. Red, white or blue, and you can choose who to hit, not who hits you. Jerry and Newman, Palmer and Jack, Alvy and Hall, the Vikings in the pack, the people and O.J. Potter and Malfoy, the Jedi and Sith, the Hatfields, McCoys, love and lust, the left and the right, all going at it on this floor tonight. Ba 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 bumper cars. It don't matter who you are, choose any car. Red, white or blue, and you can choose who to hit, not who hits you. I got you bad, now I'm on the run. You want that sweet redemption. She came up from behind, I'll admit I was blind. Bumper cars. It don't matter who you are, so come mothers, daughters, fathers, sons, you'll feel a lot better after you're done. So I have learned that Bobillon Chopin, how did I do? He had an amusement park. So I'm setting new goals for myself back home. I took quite a liking to his music in the 48 hours I've been here. I'm going to do another one off that album, and it's called Ferris Wheel. And it tells the story of these ridiculous young boys who board the Ferris wheel, and when they get to the very top, they say in unison, "We wish this never ends." And it unlocks the supernatural force, the supernatural energy within the Ferris wheel, and it cannot be stopped. You're skeptical. It's like an old episode of The Twilight Zone or something, if you've seen that. Story of two young brothers who came on a sunny day. They kissed their mama and papa and ripped 2 tickets, boarded the beast of the bay. As a Ferris wheel turned, they took beautiful pictures and yelled down to their friends. They threw their bubble gum down and screamed in unison, "We wish this never ends." Their wish came true, their wish came true. The wheel went on and on. The boys still smile every time at the top on the Ferris wheel that never stops. They called in the firefighters in the GVPD, but nobody could slow it down. When the FBI came, they turned off the power, but it still went round and round. As the crane went up, the wheel got faster. Pull away, the closer they get. It shake the ground, shock the operators. On hot days you could see it sweat. Their wish came true, their wish came true. The wheel went on and on. The boys still smile every time at the top on the Ferris wheel that never stopped. Them dearly, but she loved the attention, so she moved their trailer into the park. She'd make them breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and when Dad comes home, they toss a football with the perfect arc. But the boys get defensive whenever they mention trying to shut it down. They fell for their captor, the supernatural reactor. It's love going round and round. Came true, their wish came true. The wheel went on and on. The boys still smile every time at the top on the Ferris wheel that never stopped. But one night they heard creaking and the wheel slowed down, so slow it almost came to a stop. And the mother called to her sons, please jump now. But they just sat and licked their lollipops. And as the people gathered round, the wheel must have noticed it's time to put on a show. The bulbs went pop, the lights technicolored, backwards, forwards, fast, then slow. The rods started moving, even the stars started grooving, and the moon hurried its descent. It started picking up speed. We heard the brothers scream, we wish this never ends. Their wish came true, their wish came true. The wheel went on and on. The boys still smile every time at the top. The Ferris wheel that never stopped. The Ferris wheel never. It never stopped.
Yay!
Okay, I will do a few more if that's all right. Yes? Okay. This is another crazy inspiration that happened. My friend Sam from high school, he, close friends, but he was kind of the type that watched the X-Files a lot, wanted to live off the grid. And high school graduation came, high school graduation went, and we never have seen Sam again. He's one of these people that went off the grid. No phone, no anything. You can't get a hold of him. So I imagine he went out west. Sam, won't you please take me west to Wyoming, down the valley? Can we go and never come back? Let the dust rise up and cover our tracks. Like you know everyone you meet, and you're walking up and down the same old street, and when the song starts to lose its taste, you better find yourself in another place. You can hang tight, but not too long. You can dream all night, the morning it's gone. Just how long will you wait, and what more can you take? So Sam, won't you please take me west to Wyoming, down the valley? Can we go and never come back? Let the dust rise up, cover our tracks.
the law is a lie. Along of the dawn, he got down on a knee, said, be patient, please. Peter said, yes, but you gotta do the same for me. You can't buy it. They made it to break. It gets harder to tell the real from the fake. Spark a lucky strike. Watch the smoke fade. The storm will blow away your hit parade. So Sam, won't you please take me west of Wyoming, down the valley? Go and never come back. Let the dust rise up and cover our tracks. As this girl, someday I'll meet she has jewels on her hands, dirt on her feet, and she promised a prayer for me if I ever make it back to Milwaukee. So Sam, won't you please take me west of Wyoming, down the valley? Can we go and never come back? Let the dust rise up and cover our tracks. Okay, yes, I feel like we're getting to know each other very well at this point. If you are curious how I got into this, it was because of a BMX bike accident. I was reminded of that accident today when we went to the bicycle skate park in town, the Big Bowl. I had a bowl, one of those actually in my backyard, and I fell one too many times, and I herniated a disc in my back, right here, you can see, and then his son fixed it, right? The doctor. He fixed my back today. So, I was on my parents' couch in their basement, and I was watching a movie, and with this bad back, no more biking, and this song by Bob Dylan came on, Hurricane. I had spinal decompression surgery at the Mayo Clinic in Rochester, and when I was on the hospital bed, I wrote this song, waiting for them to put my mask on. It's called Pins and Needles. Do people write songs often on the hospital beds? You would know. Does anyone have a bad back here?
Yes.
Only one person? That's hard to believe. My luck. Okay, here we go. I've lost my way, won't you stay with me a while? I've lost my way, won't you stay with me a while? I've got a bad, bad back, pins and needles in a stack. Won't you please tell the nurse medication makes it worse? Close the windows, shut the shades. You can try and numb the pain. Don't want x-rays, just want you to hear me say, I've lost my way, won't you stay with me a while? I've lost my way, won't you stay with me a while? My mouth is dry, my legs are weak, my IV's running like a creek. On a scale of 1 to 10, please don't ask me that again. Well, maybe Saint Mary will help me carry every pound. If I get up, 'cause my head's spinning, where my looking around. I've lost my way, won't you stay with me a while? I've lost my way, won't you stay with me a while? I've got a bad back, pins and needles in a stack. Won't you please tell the nurse medication makes it worse? Close the windows, shut the shades. You can try and numb the pain. Don't want x-rays, just want you to hear me say, I've lost my way, won't you stay with me a while? I've lost my way, won't you stay with me a while? I've lost my way, won't you stay with me a while? I've lost my way, won't you stay with me a while? Okay, it has come to the point in the evening when I would like to introduce my band. Come on up, boys. They'll be special guests in their own house. We are going to try one more time with the microphone and then forget about it forever. Are you guys all warmed up? Okay, we shall try one more time.
It's nothing.
Check.
No.
I've not turned it on yet.
Oh.
That might help.
Yeah.
Check, check.
Lights, camera, action. We don't have my guitar, but you'll have to use your imagination. There, we have my guitar now. Now it's a prop, now the concert begins.
Yes.
Okay,
So, we need everybody to help with this one. I've been doing such a good job, hopefully, of projecting. Now it is your turn. So we're going to try this one on my new album. It's called Freight Train. So when I sing Freight Train, can you yell back Freight Train? When I say airplane, you yell back airplane. Hurricane, hurricane. So why don't we try it with the band, and we will do our best. So let's just try it, warm it up. Freight train,
Freight train,
airplane,
airplane,
hurricane,
hurricane.
My body feels like a block of ice. hot sweat pouring out of me. I've got the plague of the century. It's like a freight train, freight train. It's like an airplane, airplane. It's like a hurricane, hurricane. Taking me away. I was as good as I could be. My skin is as smooth as ivory. I swear to God I didn't mess around. That modern plague put me in the ground. It's like a freight train, freight train. It's like an airplane, airplane. It's like a hurricane, hurricane. Taking me away. It's like an airplane, airplane. It's like a hurricane, hurricane. Taking me away. I called my mama, she said don't come home. My friends shun me, I'm all alone. When they come at me, they put on the gloves. Come on Belgium, give me some love. It's like a freight train, freight train. It's like an airplane, airplane. It's like a hurricane, hurricane. Taking me away. It's like a freight train, freight train. It's like an airplane, airplane. It's like a hurricane, hurricane. Taking me away. So we will leave you tonight with Elvis. We will leave you tonight with this song about the Zippin' Pippin' roller coaster that I wrote, inspired by the tale I told you of Elvis's final days, his final ride. Here we go. Trojans, me
at the baby truck. Feel the motion of the zip on pip on. The zip on pip on. It'll zip you to the left, zip you to the right, zip on pip on. Clickety clack up the hill you climb, then drop you like a meteor out of the sky. Zip on pip on. The zip on pip on. It'll zip you to the left, zip you to the right, zip on pip on. 90 seconds is all it takes. The girls all scream when they feel the shake of the zip on pip on. The zip on pip on. It'll zip you to the left, zip you to the right, zip on pip on. It was built in Memphis, moved up to Green Bay. $1 off, you gotta pay to ride the zip on pip on. The zip on pip on. It'll zip you to the left, zip you to the right, zip on pip on. Even Elvis Presley wanted to ride. He rode it all night a week before he died. The zip on pip on. The zip on pip on. It'll zip you to the left, zip you to the right, zip on pip on. All right, thank you. That is all. Pick up a CD or a vinyl record if you wish. And thank you, Chris and Matilda, and my gracious backing band. So we have a Big Lebowski fanatic in this house. Do we all know the Big Lebowski? It is what this sweater is from, and it seems that he has sort of adapted some sort of life philosophy from the Big Lebowski, I would say. Something like that. And so I leave you with the closing credit song from the Big Lebowski. It's by the Rolling Stones. Oh, when you're sitting there in your silk upholstered chair, talking to some rich folk that you know, well, I hope you don't see me in my ragged company, 'cause you know I could never be alone. Take me down, little Susie, take me down. I know you think you're the queen of the underground, and you can send me dead flowers every morning. You can send me dead flowers by the mail, and you can send me dead flowers to my wedding, but won't forget to put roses on your grave. Cadillac, making bets on Kentucky Derby days. I'll be in my basement room with a needle and a spoon and another girl to take my pain away. Take me down, little Susie, take me down. I know you think you're the queen of the underground, and you can send me dead flowers every morning, and you can send me dead flowers by the mail, and you can send me dead flowers to my wedding, and I won't forget to put roses on your grave. Little Susie, take me down. I know you think you're the queen of the underground, and you can send me dead flowers every morning, and you can send me dead flowers by the mail, and you can send me dead flowers to my wedding, and I won't forget to put roses on your grave. No, I won't forget to put roses on your grave. Okay, thank you. Have a good night.